this is Redneck Ramblings. Thanks for tuning in. Today we are going to sample some Slipknot number 9 Iowa whiskey. This comes in at a 90 proof. It is distilled and aged at the Cedar Ridge Distillery in Ohio. And they use Iowa corn and, of course, some rye. So this is actually a blend of 3 to 4 year old straight rye and straight bourbon mash, and fermented, distilled, and aged. Oh, I love that sound. At the Cedar Ridge Distillery in Iowa. Let's see how she pours. Oh, that is pretty. That is pretty. I don't think we looked at the back of the bottle here. Of course, you're probably all familiar with Slipknot. If not, you can find some of the music here on YouTube. Very cool bottle. This is a moderately priced whiskey. It is not that expensive. Right there in the ballpark with what you would expect to pay for a decent bourbon. That is a beautiful color. Look at that. That clings to the glass. I know nothing else about this. On the nose, I really don't get a lot of... I'm a little congested right now too, but got a little bit of that oakiness in there, but not really getting a lot of the vanillas or caramels or anything like that. All right, let's sample it. Definitely got a little bit of that rice spice. Ooh. It has a great corn flavor. Oh, wow. Now I'm curious what kind of corn they're using. I know they're using Iowa corn, but wow, that doesn't taste like yellow corn. Got a nice sweet flavor, and you can taste that corn. That's what's on the back end of it. A little bit of that rye bite, but I personally like rye. Some people don't like rye. Some people don't like that that rye burn, a little rye bite in there. Right? So rye is it's a spicy grain. But the corn in that. So I'm assuming everyone knows that the sweetness that you get out of a bourbon is corn. That's the as the base for all bourbon is corn. Wow, that is interesting. Very interesting flavor. I like it though. You know, it might be a little bit different, but I am going to have to try something else from the Cedar Ridge Distillery, because I'm curious if all their products are made with that same Iowa corn, if they all carry that that same essence, that same corn flavor in it. But I like it. It definitely has its own flavor. And like I said, it's that corn. I mean, you can taste you can get a little bit of the oakness in this. I'm not really getting any kind of caramels or vanillas or anything like that from the oak. But you get a little bit of that oak char in there.
Hunker down with a bottle of whiskey and a box of porn.
Yeah, well, it's much deserved anyway.
Then on the backside, that lingering corn flavor is just blowing my socks off, because it doesn't taste like yellow corn. It just doesn't taste like yellow corn. So now I'm going to have to go find out what corn that they actually are using. And I will be sampling something else from Cedar Ridge, even if I have to order it, because I want to know if all their products have that same corn essence on it, or if this was unique for this Slipknot version. But in case you don't know, Slipknot is from Iowa as well. That's where those gentlemen are from. And this was a collaboration between Cedar Ridge Distillery and Slipknot. They basically branded the bottles. So I'm sure that Slipknot got some kind of royalties off of that. Good for them. That's pretty good. I must admit, that is pretty good. At 90 proof, it really doesn't have an alcohol bite. The little bit of a burn or whatever you get, it's not really truly a burn. It's a spicy essence. Is from the rye. The actual whiskey itself doesn't have a real boozy flavor to it. It's not boozy on the nose. It's not boozy on the lips. And it doesn't burn going down. You get that little bit of a warming down the esophagus, down to your stomach. But yeah, you don't really get, I'm not getting alcohol burn from this. I'm getting a little bit of I guess people would call it rye bite. Get a little bit of that spiciness off the rye, which I myself like. But not everybody does. That's it. That's a highly recommend. I recommend it. If you're want to try something different, you happen to be in a liquor store that is selling Slipknot No. 9 Iowa whiskey, pick up a bottle. You will not regret it. It's moderately priced, so it's about the same as buying any other mid-grade whiskey. It's I don't know, 40-ish bottle, something like that. Don't quote me on the price. I'm not selling it. I'm a consumer, not a seller. But that's it. It's been Redneck Ramblings. Click that thumbs up button down below. Looks something strangely like that. If you're not subscribed, click that subscribe link. Hit the little bell icon to be notified. Greatly helps me in the ratings. Thank you, and you have a good night.